Hi guys, welcome to art class. Today our learning target is I can draw the rainbow fish by using shapes and lines I know, adding a pattern, and coloring the whole paper carefully. From watching the story Rainbow Fish today, we learned the importance of sharing and being kind to the people around us. Rainbow Fish learned that the hard way. He was not kind and was not sharing and didn't really give any other fish the time of day, and he ended up alone with no friends. So we need to make sure that when we get back out there and play with our friends or play with your siblings, that we're sharing our toys, sharing our time, and being kind and letting people play with us. Before we get started, you need a piece of paper, something to draw with, and colors.
All right, so the first thing you're going to do is put 2 fingers on the edge of your paper and draw a rainbow. But don't make the rainbow touch all the way to the other side. You want to leave a little bit of a space. Then you're going to draw a smile attached to the rainbow. Now we're going to draw the tail. So straight line up, straight line down the mountain. Now we're going to connect them with a wiggly line or a curved line. Or if you want to do a straight line, that's okay too. All right, the next thing we're going to draw is the top fin. So we want to draw a curved line up and then it lays down like it's taking a nap, and then I flipped it back up. And then you just want to connect it to the fish body. And then we're going to draw the down fins that are triangle shaped. You can think about them like nachos. We go down and up the mountain, down and up the mountain. Now let's do the lips. Curve line up, curve line down. Then we're going to do walking beside lines. Curve line up, curve line down. Then we're going to cap them off with little curved lines, like little letter C's. Oop, it looks like we forgot the tiny little back fin. There we go. Just a little triangle. All right, now we're going to add the eyes. The eyes are just circles, or you can draw them differently if you want to. And then I draw a curved line inside, and then I fill in everything except for a little dot to make the eye, to make it shine a little bit. Then I made a little eyebrow too. Now I'm going to do the scales. I'm using jumping curve lines, up and down, up and down. And then I start at the top of the mountain and I keep doing curved lines, jumping, jumping, jumping. It goes from mountaintop to mountaintop, mountaintop to mountaintop. And you just keep going the whole way, mountaintop to mountaintop. And if you need to watch it again, go ahead.
Let's check in with our learning target. It looks like we can cross the first one off the list. Good job. Now we need to work on creating a pattern inside our fish. A pattern is a shape, a picture, or a color that repeats. Let's do some patterns together now. Ready? Say it with me. Green circle, blue square. Green circle, blue square. What would be next? What color would the circle be? Green circle, blue square. We repeated the colors green and blue and the shapes circle and square. Good job. Let's do 2 more. Pink triangle, blue rectangle, pink triangle, blue rectangle. We repeated the colors pink and blue and the shapes triangle and rectangle. Next one, red heart, orange star, red heart, orange star. Good job. We repeated the heart shape and the star shape, and we repeated the colors red and orange. Now we're going to make our own patterns on our fish.
All right, now I have all my colors. You can use anything that you have, markers, crayons, colored pencils, doesn't matter. I'm going to start making patterns inside of my fish. every single scale I'm going to make a little bit different. If you want to make some of your scales the same, that's okay. Remember, I'm repeating my pattern, making something repeating over and over again. So I'm making stars over and over again, polka dots over and over again, stripes. Now I'm going to try and alternate my colors, which means that I'm going to do 2 colors and do every other one. So I'm doing orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. And I can do that for some other things too. I'm going to do some blue stripes and then I'm going to add some red dots to it. Now I'm just filling in all the rest of my scales with different patterns. I'm using stripes, different kinds of stripes like curved lines and angled lines. I'm using all different kinds of shapes and dots, and I'm just having fun with it. Now what I'm going to start doing is filling in my scale. So behind my pattern, I'm going to fill in like the background of the scale. If you want to leave some of the backgrounds white, that's totally fine. White can be part of your pattern.
Alright, looks like we can cross the second part of our learning target off as well because we created a pattern on our fish. Now we need to finish our drawing by coloring in the whole paper or the background. Give our fish a setting.
So one of the first things I'm going to do is add texture to my fins by drawing straight lines. And I can angle them a little bit to go with the curves of the fish or the lines of the fish. And this will just make it look bumpy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the space around my fins. Remember, when you're coloring in a shape, you outline it first, then you go back and forth nice and neatly to fill it in. You can use any color you want for this. I'm just using orange and green because I felt like it. Same thing with the lips. I need to outline that shape first, then color it in neatly and carefully. Now I'm going to fill in the front of my fish, and I'm outlining that shape so I don't color outside the lines. I'm going to even outline the eyeball so I don't get extra orange in there. And again, you can use whatever color you want. If you're feeling a rainbow fish, just like the book, go for it. Alright, now I'm going to draw some seaweed. I'm just drawing curved lines up and down, curved lines up and down. And then on the other side, I'm going to add leaves, like leafy plants in the bottom of the ocean. And I'm just doing a rainbow on top of a smile for that, just like we did for our fish. And then you're going to want to connect it with some, with a stem. I'm going to add a little more seaweed. Now I'm going to add some coral. I'm just going up and down like bunny ear loops for that. And adding little ones off the sides. Bunny ear loop, add a little bunny ear loop off the side. And you can use any color you want for that. Now I'm going to go in and fill in my leaves. Remember, you outline first and then you color in. And I'm using my light green for this because I'm going to go back in with my dark green and add like dark shadows later. Now I'm filling in my coral and I'm using orange. You can use any color you want. Same thing applies. You got to color it in nice and carefully. All right, now I'm going to take a dark green and I'm going to add little leaf veins on my leaves. So I'm drawing a line up the middle and then drawing angled lines up, up, up on the sides. And then for my seaweed, I'm just going to draw one curved line down the middle of it to make it look a little more 3D. For my coral, I want to give it a kind of a texture. So I'm going to give it kind of zigzaggy lines up and down. Okay, now lay your colored pencil or crayon down like it's taking a nap. I'm using light blue first to cover the whole paper. You can even color right over your coral and your seaweed. Then when you're done with that, you're going to go in with a dark blue. And this is going to make it look more realistic. And we're going to add just little bits of dark blue here and there all over our paper. And we're going to do the same thing with purple. Just a few little spots of purple laying down like it's taking a nap.
We hit all of our learning targets today. Great job. I can't wait to see your fish. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or comment on the assignment. I can't wait to see what you drew. Happy art making!